What should you pay for an appliance service call? What should you pay for a service call? And better yet, what should you expect from a service call? In this article, you will learn all about the average cost of repair, plus how to prevent future service calls. What you should expect from an appliance service company. Prices, of course, incredibly important. In this case, it's number 2 or number 3 on your list because many of us will spend an extra $50 to have your washer repaired a week earlier than waiting. But because service people are entering your home and touching water, electric, and gas lines, you have other considerations. First, you should verify any company's insurance in case of issues like damage to the product or your house. Those big issues are especially with water like dishwashers, refrigerators, or washing machines. You want to be covered when these problems occur. And they do happen. Service technicians. You also want someone experienced, especially with the more intricate appliances like refrigerators, wall ovens, and induction cooktops. A more experienced technician can complete the repair in one visit, not 2 or 3 visits later, which is typical for appliance service. One visit is key because you don't want to start the process again. You don't want your washer out for a prolonged time with a growing pile of laundry or not having a working oven just before the holidays. How appliance service rates are calculated. Appliance service rates depend on the company. We have tried them all. We tried time. That wasn't necessarily fair because everyone was watching the clock. And some technicians worked slower than others. You should have to pay for that. Then we tried parts and labor. Marking up parts is time intensive because we have 4 sources of parts, all with different prices. We always opt for speed rather than price to a certain extent to repair your appliances faster. You should have to pay for that. Either, as the service department grew, price consistency amongst technicians also became key. We finally settled on the Appliance Repair Blue Book. It calculates the average cost of repair throughout New England based on a completed service call. That's a critical distinction. So you don't pay for a return visit. So instead of time, you are priced by the average cost of fixing that refrigerator, including parts. It's the fairest, most transparent way of performing service. It's hard to give an estimate because often, we don't know what the problem is. Many times, it's adjustments or simple repairs. You will see the costs reflected below. Why professional appliance service companies charge a trip fee. Most service people, plumbers, and electricians now charge to enter your home. This list should also include running a warehouse for parts and the call center for taking the call. Here's why: cost of fuel and van, cost of 3 types of insurance to just walk into your house, cost of a skilled technician, cost of diagnosing the parts. If it sounds unreasonable, service is not a profitable part of any appliance store. You would think otherwise. But that's why less than 5% of appliance stores have service. What is the average repair cost for an appliance? The average repair cost for your appliances depends. Below are the average repair costs for the different categories and the service calls for the last few months excluding the trip fee. Refrigeration 2,393 jobs, $201.59. Cooking 1186 service calls, $183.24. Microwaves 185 service calls, $151.86. Dishwasher 783 service calls, $140.55. Laundry 1098 service calls, $153.45. Dryers 469 service calls, $160.70. Washers 629 service calls, $146.12. Source reposted and summarized from STEVE SHEINKOPF at yaleappliance.com.